So welcome. My name is Mia. Happy Wednesday. A little quarantine Pilates for you today. So if you haven't met me before, I am a Pilates instructor at Hydra Studios. So thank you for joining my live class. Just a few notes before we get started. You don't need much today, just a mat or a soft surface such as a carpet for your workout. And then for the purposes of my class, I am using 2 water bottles as light weights, or you can just use weights if you have them. No more than 2 or 3 pounds. You could use water bottles, cans, just whatever's handy, something to just give you a little resistance. And then I am also using a small pillow for this class today. This is to substitute for a Pilates ball. However, if you do have a squishy inflatable Pilates ball and want to use that, you can go ahead and grab that as well. Okay? But these are our props for today. And if you don't have any of those things available, that is completely okay. And you can do this whole class without this equipment, okay? And try to do modifications as you need. And last thing, I always say, I can't see you, but if anything feels uncomfortable on your body today, if you start trying an exercise and you're like, this feels wrong, it hurts, something like that, please exclude the exercise, make any modification that you need for your body. You know your body better than I do, and we just want to have a good indoor workout for today, okay? So here we go. We'll go ahead and get started. So come on over to your mat. You can set your weights, water bottles, whatever you have off to the side, along with that pillow for a second. So this class is 45 minutes. We'll be down on the mat for most of it. So go ahead and lie down onto your back. We're going to start with our feet planted. My knees are right in line with my toes, and just place your arms into the ground. Relax your shoulders. And we'll just start with a deep breath. Inhale. Inflating your rib cage, and then exhale. Just let your weight drop into the mat. We're just getting settled into this position. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more deep breath, really feeling yourself weighted into the mat, starting to feel yourself check in, find a good headspace. Again, inhale. And then exhale. Good. From here, go ahead and pick up your pillow or your ball, reaching it up overhead. And from here, we're taking those breaths, and on an inhale, we reach our arms back towards our ears. And as you exhale, bring your hands right back above your shoulders. Again, inhale, your arms reach back. And exhale. As we do this, we're trying to keep our core still heavy into the mat. My lower back is on the mat, and my rib cage, instead of inflating and arching away, is pressed down. I'm thinking about ribs attaching to my hips. One more inhale, and those ribs stay closed down. Exhale. Good. Your arms come back to the ceiling. From here, I just want you to start finding little marches from right to left. Alternating legs, you're bringing your foot up in line with your knees, so a 90-degree angle. Gently mobilizing your hips. As you do this, you should still start to feel a little lower belly connection. We're working our hip flexors here, but you want to think about keeping your core engaged so we're not clenching in the hip flexors. Good. Now bring both feet to tabletop position. And then from here, inhale, take your arms back towards the ears with the pillow. Exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders. Reach that pillow in front of your knees. Again, inhale, reaching back. And exhale. Inhale, reaching back. And exhale, curl. 2 more. Inhale, back. And exhale. Last one, inhale back. And on this exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders. Go ahead and place your pillow, fold it in half, and place it between your knees, resting your head back down. Your pillow is between your knees, and from here, place those hands into the knees. Flex your feet, and inhale, just taking little squeezes in on your pillow. And exhale. Right here, we're beginning to activate our inner thighs as we squeeze on this pillow. And now inhale, squeeze and hold. So squeezing your knees as close together as you can. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders and hold. Now pull your knees closer to your chest and exhale, press right back to tabletop. Inhale, your knees come in and exhale. Inhale and exhale, press. 2 more. Knees towards the chest. Keep curling the head, neck, and shoulders. Last one. And pressing away. Bring those knees right back. Lower your feet down and lower your head. From here, go ahead and grab your cans, water bottles, or weights. We're adding these in. So holding those weights in your hand, curl your head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, scooping the knees up to tabletop. And exhale, lowering both toes down, lifting up and lower down, still squeezing that pillow or ball right between the knees. Inner thighs are engaging. My lower belly is still scooped and my lower back is into the ground. 2 more. And lower. Last one. Lifting up and lower. Bring your legs back to tabletop. Stretch your legs forward, squeezing that pillow, and you begin your 100. You begin to pump your arms above and below your hips while keeping your head, neck, and shoulders curved up off the mat. You inhale as you pump for 5 counts, and then exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Last cycle. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. Reach your hands above your knees. Curl up 2 inches higher, and then bend your knees into your chest and rest your head. Good. Gently rock your hips side to side. Taking a second here. Go ahead and set your weights down to the side. Take the pillow and place it to the side. We're moving into our roll up. Grab your weights again. So reaching them right from your shoulders. We're just going to start with an upper back curve. So inhale, begin to curl your head, neck, and shoulders. Reach towards your toes and hold. And exhale, lower down. So just starting with the upper back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You should be feeling this crunch right in your upper abdominals. Last one, curl up and hold. And now just take little reaches towards your feet for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering all the way back down, arms to the ceiling. We're continuing into our full roll up. Inhale, start with the curl of the head, neck, and shoulders. Once you reach that point, take a big exhale and drive your heels down to sit up and forward. Scoop your stomach back and round over your legs. And then from here, you begin to slowly pull back, relax your shoulders, keep driving your heels into the ground. And then you roll down your lower back, middle back, and upper back touches to the mat. Full roll up number 1. We have 5 more. Inhale, curl the head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, peeling your middle back and lower back off the ground, curving forward, finding a deep stretch, then drawing back. Scoop the stomach, low C curve. Exhale, down. 4 more. Here we go. Inhale, curl the head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, driving up and forward, scooping, and then pulling back. My shoulders are relaxed. My neck is long. Lower back, middle back, upper back. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Pulling back. 2 more. Inhale. Big reach up and forward. I should feel this stretch through my spine and my hamstrings. And in your last one, reaching up and forward, round over your legs and just find a stretch. You can set the weights down, reaching past your heels, really feeling this all the way through your back. And then from here, sit up nice and tall. We're going to do a half roll back variation now. So take your pillow and we're going to place it back between our knees to get a little more inner thigh action. Go ahead and sit up, have your weights to the side. Flex your feet, drive your heels into the ground, squeeze your knees together so we're feeling that tension on the pillow. Take your hands underneath your knees. Find a nice and tall posture as if a string is pulling you up from the ceiling. From here, I want you to take a big inhale, and on your exhale, you scoop your stomach back and look down towards your belly button and hold this position. And then again, inhale, inflating your chest, sit up tall. Exhale, and hollowing out. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, hollow, looking down. 2 more. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, each time try to find that deeper low C curve. And last one, we're holding in this scoop now. Take your arms forward, relaxing the shoulders down. You inhale, keeping that scoop, reach your hands up as high as you can towards your ears while keeping your shoulders down. And exhale, press. Still sitting in that curve. Again, inhale, arms reaching up. My shoulders are relaxed. Exhale, down. Inhale, exhale. If you feel good here, you grab those weights and notice that my shoulders are still down. If you pull your shoulders up and to take your arms back farther, start back at the beginning, keep the shoulders down, and that indicates how far your arms lift. Lifting up and down. 2 more. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. Good. Sit up nice and tall now. Bring both of those weights to the chest. I want you to inhale, twist to the right, and then exhale, reach both arms, scooping back. Sit up nice and tall and center, twisting to the other direction, scoop and pressing back. Sit up nice, tall and center. Inhale, twist. Exhale, reach. Inhale, up. Exhale, center. Inhale, twist. Exhale, reach. Up and center. And then reach both arms forward. Scoop the belly button back. And lower all the way down to the mat. Good. Go ahead and set your weights down beside you. Take the pillow, place it to the side. We're going to stretch a little now on this right side. So pull your right knee in towards your chest. Your left leg can be bent or it can be stretched nice and long on the mat. But if you feel any tightness, especially in this hip that's uncomfortable, I would suggest keeping the leg a little more bent. We'll hold here for a second. And now take your right leg up towards the ceiling. You can gently hold on behind your thigh, up towards your knee or calf. And then you inhale, bending your right knee, flex your foot. And exhale, stretching. And then inhale, bend the knee closer to the chest. And exhale, driving through the heel. One more, big inhale, bending the knee closer to the chest. And exhale, hold. Then take your left hand and cross it over your right leg. So your leg is crossing towards your left shoulder and you're turning your toe down. So notice how I'm trying to point my toes down towards the ground. This gives you a big stretch through the outside of your right leg, along your IT band. And then you open the leg gently to your right shoulder to get a little stretch on the inner thigh. Bring your right leg back to the ceiling. And now we're going to pick up those weights, reaching them out from shoulder height, starting with a single leg tick-tock. You inhale, open your right leg to the side of the room, and then exhale, bring it right back to the ceiling. If you feel comfortable with this leg, just moving the leg, then you can add arms. You inhale, open your arms into a reverse fly, exhale, closing back towards the ceiling. And this entire time, my focus is actually on the work of my left hip. My left hip is my stabilizing hip. I'm trying not to rock side to side. My pelvis stays square on the mat. My shoulders stay square. And I'm using my inner thigh and my obliques to bring the leg back to the ceiling. Inhale as you open. And exhale, close. Last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Now we're going to lower the leg down to the front of the room and bend at a 90-degree angle at the elbows. And stretch. So inhale, lower. And exhale, press. 90-degree angle, so I'm working my triceps lately here. Keep stretching behind the back of the knee, feeling the stretch through your hamstring. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. This whole time, I'm still connected to my core. So my lower back is not moving away from the mat. If you want a challenge, you bring this left leg to tabletop. Inhale, lower, and lift. 2 more. And last one. Good, and then bend both or your right knee into your chest and give it a hug. Good. Before we transition to the other side, we're going to take palm touch, still holding onto the weights. So bring your right leg back to the ceiling, left leg to the front of the room. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders. You're going to tap your weights, your cans, water bottles, whatever, behind your leg, and then switch. Tap and switch. Tap and switch. You have 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, and 1, and 1. Bend your left knee into your chest. Start with that hug. Your right leg can be stretched along the mat or it can be bent. And then set your weights down. We'll go ahead and stretch the left hamstring. So flexing the heel, hold gently wherever you can. Inhale, bending your left knee. And exhale, stretch. 2 more. Inhale, bend. And exhale, stretch. And remember, if you need more release on your hips, gently bend the knees a little more. Last one, inhale, bend. And exhale, stretch. And then you cross your right hand over your left leg, take it to the side or across your body, and then try to point your toes down to the ground. You should feel this burn all the way through your IT band. And keep straightening behind your knee. Then gently open it to your left shoulder. A little more stretch on your inner thigh. And then we bring it back to the ceiling. Find your weights. Single leg tick-tock. I'm planting my right foot into the ground. Starting with just the leg, inhale, open to the side, exhale to the ceiling. And as I do this, my hips stay square on the ground. Adding my arms in, a little reverse fly. Inhale, open, and exhale. Again, I'm connecting to my inner thighs and my obliques, and I'm focusing on my right hip, stabilizing me and keeping my hips square. Last one. Now we go to the skull crusher, so bending 90-degree angle with lowering the foot, and then press. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Still straightening behind my knee. My elbows stay right above my shoulders. For a challenge, your right leg goes to tabletop, really trying to connect to the lower abdominals. 4, exhale, lift. 3, 2, last one. Bend the knees into the chest and rock your hips. Good. From here, we'll go ahead and rock ourselves up to a seated position. We're moving into spine stretch forward. So sitting up nice and tall, reach both arms out from shoulder height. You'll take a big inhale, and as you inhale, you try to lengthen up more through your spine. And then when you exhale, you scoop your stomach back, reaching your head forward. Dive over your legs. You should feel a big stretch through your back, through your hamstrings, and then pulling back, your ribs stack up on top of your hips again, and you sit up nice and tall. And again, big inhale, exhale, scooping the belly button back, reaching your hands forward, rolling to sit back up. Good. 2 more. Big inhale, exhale. Last one. Big inhale, exhale, tucking the chin to the chest, scoop the core back. This is an active stretch. And then pulling back and sit up nice and tall. And now from here, we're going into our series of 5. I want you to bring both of your hands behind your head. Begin to hinge back at your hips. Little transition. The neck pull, you hinge back until you can't hold this anymore in your core. And then you scoop your tailbone underneath and you begin to roll all the way down to the mat. Your lower back, middle back, upper back touches down. From here, I'm just going to readjust a second. Going into a series of 5, grab your weights if you don't already have them. Begin to curl both of your head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat. Reach your right knee to your chest, left leg forward. Start with single leg stretch. You take inhale, exhale, switch, and switch, and switch. Your hands are right above your hips, reaching both toes forward. Good. Now we're going to straighten our legs, keeping the same motion and rhythm. Single straight leg stretch. You have 4, 3, 2, moving to crisscross. Bend your knee back to your chest. Bring the weights to your chest. Bring the left elbow to the right knee. And then exhale, switch, and switch, and switch. Both shoulder blades stay up off the mat. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both knees into the chest. Rest the head. Good. From here, our next 2, double leg stretch. We'll add the pillow back in. Go ahead and fold the pillow in half. Place it between your ankles. Squeeze in on it as much as you can. And then we curl the head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, stretch your arms and legs out onto a diagonal. And then exhale, bending the knees in, scoop the belly button. Again, inhale, arms and legs out. Exhale, scooping in. Inhale, out. And exhale, 3 more. My lower back is still into the mat, right? Rib cage are closed. 2 more. Last one, reaching out and in. Good. Go ahead and rest the head down. Set the weights down for a second. We're going to take the pillow and place it underneath our hips now. Next one, double straight leg stretch. Keep your weights up to the ceiling. Your hips are on the pillow. You flex and begin to lower your arms and legs away from each other. My lower belly is scooped, and then exhale, arms and legs back to the ceiling. So I only lower my legs down as far as I can while still keeping this connection to my lower abdominals and keeping my lower back connected to the mat. Exhale to lift. 2 more. Inhale, lower, and exhale. Last one, inhale, lower, and exhale, and then bend my knees into my chest, and I rock my hips. Good work. That was our series of 5. From here, we're going to do one more exercise, lying down before we come back up to a seated position. So take your pillow, it's going back between your heels, and this is our frog. So we're going to place both of our hands into the mat. As I squeeze the pillow in, I'm trying to squeeze with my heels and my toes stay apart. So my knees are wide and my heels are together. Resting my head on the ground, you inhale, stretch your legs. So now my knees are squeezing towards each other, but my toes are still pointed out. And then exhale, those knees come towards my armpit. Again, inhale, stretching the legs out, try to squeeze your knees together, and then knees towards the armpits. We're really targeting our inner thighs here. We have 4, exhale, bend, 3, 2, and last one. Good. From here, keep the pillow where it is. Just rock yourself up to a seated position. I want you to come back onto your forearms now. And we're going to bring that pillow back up, keeping the knees wide. Little frog lift, heels lower down, and lift. Knees are staying wide, still squeezing towards the pillow. My lower abdominals are connected, and instead of sinking my chest down towards the mat, I have a big, proud chest. Last 2. And last one. Good. Bring yourself seated. Go ahead and remove the pillow. Now for saw. Reposition yourself about the middle of the mat. Stretch both legs forward. Separate them the distance of the mat. We will take our arms to our head today. So hands behind the head, elbows nice and wide. Find length through your spine. Inhale, you twist towards your right leg as if you're wringing out your stomach like a towel. And then on an exhale, stretch your left hand towards your right foot. Inhale, bring yourself back to a seated position, stacking up nice and tall. Exhale, center. Inhale, twisting to the left. My right hand crosses over my left foot as I dive and stretch. Bring myself back up as tall as I can and center. Inhale, twist. Exhale. Inhale, back. And exhale, center. Inhale, twist. Exhale, reach. Inhale, back. And center. Let's do one more in each direction. And last one. Good. And bring yourself back center. Take both hands in front of you. I just want you to walk yourself forward one fingertip at a time, finding a deep stretch. And we'll just hold here for a second. Relax into this position. Really try to drop the head down. Good. From here, kind of bring yourself back up to a seated position. We're going on to our back again. Find your pillow. It's going back underneath your hips for corkscrew. So pillow underneath your hips, squeeze your legs together. I want you to take your hands and press them into the mat. Your weights can be to the side. My fingertips are spread and my shoulders are relaxed. So I'm feeling my upper body heavy into the mat. From here, I take both toes to the right. Lower the toes down. Bring them to the left and center. So clockwise circle and then counterclockwise. Inhale as I begin to lower. Exhale to bring my toes back to the center. Alternating directions. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, and lift. Inhale, exhale, lift. One more in each direction. This is the last one. You take inhale, exhale, and lift. And now from here, I want you to separate your legs. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. This is a sharp movement. We're trying to activate our inner thighs, a big focus for our class today. If you want more of a burn, you separate your legs farther apart before bringing them together. And we're creating resistance when we bring the feet together. Exhale, trying to use my core and my inner thighs instead of working those hip flexors. Last two. Good, last one. And now bend your knees in, rock your hips. Good, from here, we're going to go ahead and take the pillow out from underneath our hips. Plant your feet down, going into a little bit of a bridge. So both feet are planted into the ground. Take your hands to either side of you. Hopefully your weights are still handy. We'll pick those up in a second. Starting nice and slow, begin to peel your tailbone away from the mat. You scoop your belly button. And then you slowly roll all the way up to the tips of your shoulder blades. My glutes are squeezing and my rib cage is pressed down. And then on an exhale, reverse this. So your rib cage pulls down towards the mat. My belly button scoops in, my tailbone touches. Again, inhale, begin to curl your tailbone away from the mat, rolling all the way up to the tips of your shoulder blades. Big toes driving into the ground. And then exhale, rib cage, belly button, tailbone. One more, nice and slow. Inhale, beginning to slowly roll up. And then slowly rolling back down, rib cage. Last one, inhale, peeling the tailbone away, press all the way up and holds. And now just taking an inhale, you lower. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. So speeding this up. Every time I exhale, my glutes fire. My core is still engaged. 4, 3, 2. On this last one, I want you to hold at the top. Find your pillow. Hopefully it's nearby. I want you to place the pillow between your inner thighs. And from here, we're just squeezing in on the pillow. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and holds. Go ahead and grab your weights. Reach them up. Inhale, your arms press down. And exhale, reaching back. Arms reaching down and reaching back. As I do this, everything else stays still. Just working our arms, my hips stay pressed, my rib cage stays closed. 2 more. Last one. Hands go down, slowly roll your hips back down to the mat. Good work. From here, go ahead and remove the pillow. We're going to come up to a seated position. Flip over onto our stomach for a little bit of back work. So working in back extension, I want you to keep your weights about halfway down the mat. We might grab them in a second. So come all the way onto your stomach. Take your legs about the width of the mat. Let's start with both hands right up in front of us in a little diamond shape. So I'm stretching my legs long. Right away, I want to connect to my core and my glutes. Looking down at the mat, I want you to inhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders. And then I want you to pull your elbows back towards your rib cage, bringing that back forward, make your little diamond and lower down. So inhale, lift, exhale, elbows squeeze, inhale, reach and lower, inhale, lift and pull, reach and lower, inhale, lift. As I'm doing this, I'm feeling this connection to my glutes, stretching my legs long. Last one, inhale, lift. I want you to hold this squeeze, elbows back. And now I want you to lift your right leg and lower, then your left and lower, just holding my elbows, squeezing towards my armpits. My shoulders are pressed down. My lats are engaged. Good, last one. Now we're going to lift both legs, and as we lift both legs, both pinkies will squeeze back towards our hip bones, and then lower the legs, hands back towards the shoulders. So squeezing the hands back, lift the legs, lower, lift and lower, squeeze and lower. So glutes and triceps working. 2 more. This last one, we're holding legs and pinkies back towards the hips. Scissor everything in towards each other. Hands and legs. Squeezing. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and holds. Lower everything down for a second. Good. From here, go ahead and pick up both of those weights. You turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Roll your shoulders back. Lift both legs up off the mat. And now bring your heels, so your feet together, your knees stay bent. And then stretch. Bring your feet together and stretch. Together and stretch, and just keep reaching your weights up above your hips, hopefully. So our triceps are in a stable hold. Last one. Good, and then lower everything down. Go ahead and bring your hands right underneath your shoulders, or bring your elbows. So we're stacking ourselves up on our forearms. Bring your feet all the way together. Squeeze your glutes and scoop your core. So my pelvis is heavy into the mat, but my core is scooped away, and I'm pressing and resisting out of my forearms so my shoulder blades are separated. From here, I want you to tuck your toes underneath, and I want you to lift yourself up to a plank. So my shoulders are right over top of my elbows, my glutes are squeezing. Just rock forward and back. Pressing into my toes and then back into my heels. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower my knees down, and I press back to a child's pose. And now bring yourself forward to a tabletop position. My shoulders are right over top of my wrists, and my hips are right over my knees. I'm going to tuck my toes and lift myself up to a tabletop position. My back is still nice and flat. And from here, I want you to begin to press your knees out. My toes are still into the ground, working adductors. Good, now shift forward and back here. Still staying nice and flat. You have 4, 3, 2, we're going to press our heels back and lift our hips. Find a stretch. You can pedal through your heels right and left here. Good, and then bring yourself back down to the mat. We're going to rotate to our side to move into side kicks. You can set your weights to the side, or actually just set one weight to the side. We'll hold on to the other one. So we're going to lie all the way down onto our arm, or if you would prefer, you can prop your head up into your hands. Also, if you need more support for your head, if you have any neck issues, go ahead and grab that pillow and you can rest it wherever you need. So I'm going to prop myself up in my hands. Bring your feet slightly in front of your hips, so I have a little angle in my hips. And then I'm going to take my top hand, Place it on my hip and then press my hip away from my rib cage. So hopefully you feel this little shift and see the shift in my body when I press my hip away. My waistline scoops away from the mat and my side is longer because we're working on our side body for here. And then lift your leg up to hip height while still keeping that length through your side. We're going to add a weight. So taking one weight, holding it right above our hip, we lower everything down and lift, lower, and lift, lower, and lift. My arm and leg are working together. I have 4, 3, 2, lift back up to hip height and hold. And now I want us to circle our arm and leg together. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse your circle, both arm and leg. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, go ahead and set that weight down and then just swing your leg forward and back. You kick the leg forward towards the camera and then stretch your leg back. Your glute squeezes, kicking forward and back. As I do this, I'm still trying to keep length through my side body, still thinking about this waistline lift. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your leg back on top of your bottom leg. Bend the knee in and place your foot in front of your bottom leg now. And then you lift your bottom leg up off the mat and just pulse your leg up here. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Do this 2 more times. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, holds. And your last time, you pulse. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and holds. Good. Lower the leg down. Extend your top leg to meet your bottom leg. I want you to turn onto your stomach. Reach both arms forward. From here, separate your legs. Inhale, you lift everything up off the mat, finding a back extension. Keep looking down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, press up to a push-up, and then lowering back down. Inhale, reach your arms and legs out. Extension, hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes. Press up to a high plank and lower down. Again, inhale out and in. Exhale, press and lower. If you need option, just press to your knees. You have 2 more, out and in to your knees or full plank. Lower down. Last one. We're holding in that plank position. Bring yourself all the way up. If you are on your knees, hold here. 4, 10, 9, 8, glutes are squeezing, core is lifted. For 4, 3, 2, lower your knees down. Find a child's pose for a second. And then make your way to your other side. We'll do the other side for side kick series. Set yourself up as you need. 1 weight, all the way down, or prop your head up in your hands, feet slightly in front of you. Taking that weight, holding it right above your hip, and remember, press this hip away from your rib cage. Lifting through the waistline, everything lifts up and down, lifting up and down. 4, 3, 2, we move into circles, arm and leg working in the same direction. 4, 3, 2, reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and place that down. You find the swing forward and back, swinging forward and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. leg stack again. Bring that top leg in front of the bottom. Lift the bottom leg up and little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 2 more times for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Last time, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Go ahead and lower down. Extend your top leg to meet your bottom leg. We'll turn onto our back. Our final little challenge for today, little series of teasers. We'll start out with easier versions and then they'll progressively get harder. So at any point, if I demonstrate a version that feels too difficult for you today, go to one of the previous versions that I demonstrate. So starting with our easiest one, both feet planted on the ground. You can do this with or without your weights. I want you to inhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders. And then you exhale, extend your right leg and sit up nice and tall. Plant your foot down, rolling back. Left side, inhale, exhale, extend your left leg, scooping and rolling back. Right side again, inhale, exhale, place the foot down and lower. Left side. One more on the right and left before our next version. And lower down and left. Our next version, extend your right leg. You keep it in the air the whole time. Glue your knees together. Inhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, rolling to sit up, reaching towards your right foot. Scoop the belly button back and lower down. Right leg again. 3 more times. Inhale, exhale, reach. And lower. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, reach. Your last one. Inhale, exhale, reach and hold. Bring your left leg to meet your right and you hold in balance for 4, 3, 2. Set your right leg down. We do this all on the left. Roll down to the mat 4 times. Inhale, exhale, reach towards the left. And lower down. 3 more. Inhale, exhale, reach. 2 more. Last one, reach up and hold. Bring the right to meet the left for 4, 3, 2. Place both feet down. Exhale, roll back to the mat. Our next version, we extend both legs at the same time. Inhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, both legs stretch. Place both feet down and lower down. We do this 3 more times. Inhale, exhale, both feet. Lower down. 2 more. Last one, and then we do full teaser, lift up and hold. And now lower everything, arms and legs straight at the same time. We're going into our final version, full teaser. And we'll do this 4 times, arms and legs stay straight. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. 4, 3 more, or an easier version. 3, last 2. Exhale at the top. 2. This last one we hold for 5 counts. Here we go. Exhale, hold and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Cross your legs. Reach forward and find a big stretch. Good. From here, make your way into a forward fold position. So you're going to bend your knees slightly, look down, shake your head out, releasing all your weight towards the ground, feeling your hamstrings and your lower back lengthen. Just hold here, taking some deep breaths. And when you're ready, you begin to slowly roll up 1 vertebra at a time until you can come up to stand. From here, this will be the last thing that we do. I want you to stand with your feet together. So you're going to bring your heels together and your toes apart so they're in a little V. From here, inhale, take your arms up overhead, and then rise to the balls of your feet. So my heels are towards each other, my toes are separated, and I'm just holding here, finding a little more length and strength through my body after this class. So I'm thinking about my inner thighs and my glutes and my hamstrings lengthening, my core is engaged, my rib cage is closed, and my shoulders are relaxed. Lifting up taller and taller. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Lower your heels and your arms, and you are all done. Thank you so much for doing my Pilates power class. Again, my name is Mia. Thanks for joining us here at Hydra, and I hope you are staying safe and healthy during this quarantine. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great rest of your night.